Smells nice. No! Yeah! Woo! What's up, guys? Fears, audience, fears. New coffee. Black Rifle Coffee Company, bourbon style, flavored with other natural flavors. Well, you guys know what that means. Coffee first. I haven't tried it yet. It's a new blend. And the stream is brought to you by Black Rifle Coffee. One of the best coffees I've ever found in my entire life. Oh, wow. That's strong. Really strong. It's got an interesting taste. Not my favorite, but it's not the worst. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. It's a very enjoyable drink. It's got a kind of a weird taste to it, but solid drink. Solid drink. 8 out of 10. And I'm going to put it right here. There we are. Nice. I haven't got any Black Rifle coffee any coffee in quite a while. And what's great about this coffee, guys, is it says, check this out. On the back it says, Black Rifle Coffee Company serves coffee and culture to people who love America. We develop our roasts with mission focuses and commitment to supporting veterans, law enforcement, and first responder units. Then it says on this side, a portion of our profits go to veterans, law enforcement, firefighters, and first responder unit causes. It's roasted in the United States. If you have questions or concerns, you just go to info@blackriflecoffeecompany.com. I should write them a letter and say, I use your guys' coffee on my show all the time. I love your coffee. It gets me up in the morning whenever I come home from work and I'm eating my breakfast. I make my Black Rifle coffee. I may give them an email. Anyway, what's up? Well, we've got quite a show for you today. Couple of updates. But yeah, I got a lot of work done today. As you guys know, this morning I could not get to sleep, so I did a show. And I think that's the earliest I've ever done a show. Good fan response. I mean, the fans, it went from, at first it was only like 3 or 4 people, and then by the end of it, I had 12 people watching so early in the morning. So it just shows you how loving and loyal my fans are. A whole bunch of people showed up. I'm sure you were tired. I was tired, and I appreciate all the people staying up, enjoying their morning with Fears. I'll be honest, you guys know I'm a horrible liar. I did not get to my workout today. I'm going to try and do it tomorrow and do a live stream workout, run it on the treadmill or lifting weights or something. I had a lot of stuff. Right after I got done with the stream this morning, I had a little nap. I woke up. I think I ended my stream at, 8 something in the morning. 8, 9-ish, somewhere around there. Had a little nap. Woke up at around 1. Felt refreshed. I had some brunch. Because I woke up and I wasn't feeling lunch. So I just had my eggs and my toast and my orange juice and my coffee. Went to the post office, bought some more stamps. Went to the grocery store. Got some groceries. I got a tiny, tiny, tiny mini haul right here. A tiny haul. By the way, shout out to Grandma Fears. Why? Because I love my grandma. Good old Grandma Fears. From beyond the grave. I miss you, Grandma. I love you, Grandma. I miss our talks. I miss our walks. I'll be honest, Grandma, I miss your biscuits and gravy because you were one hell of a cook. My grandma could cook a mean batch of biscuits and gravy. And I miss her pancakes. She made great pancakes. I miss her pumpkin pie. Legendary Grandma Fears pumpkin pie. I'm not even kidding. It was that fucking good. But Grandma, I'm thinking about you. And you're always in my thoughts and my prayers. And I miss you. And I love you. And, yeah. And my dad's birthday's coming up. So, whenever it gets close to my dad's birthday, I light a candle. I light a candle for my dad almost every single night. And then I blow it out before I, go to work. But I especially do it the days before his birthday, the day of his birthday. It's coming up soon. It's not for a little while, but it's coming up pretty soon. Anyway, let's go to the updates. Let's check the weather, my friends. So, alrighty. So, in New York City, it's pretty cold. 22 degrees, the highest 28, the lowest is 18. In Hull, England, it's 36 degrees, the highest is 45, the lowest is 35. In Orlando, it is 65 degrees, the highest it was today was 74. The lowest was 51 in Los Angeles, California. City of Angels, my friends, it was 60 degrees with a high of 65 and a low of 47. In Wentzville, Missouri, it is cold at 11 degrees. I shit you not. That's what it says, 11 degrees. The highest was 15. The lowest was 9. And in my city where I live, the highest was 66. I'm sorry, it's 66 degrees. The highest was 75 and the lowest was 52. There we are. Clear skies all the way through the night until, until the morning. At 7:01, we're going to have, it says in my weather app on my computer, it says we're going to have 45 minutes of rain. Then at 9 o'clock, back to sunshine. And then around 1 o'clock, there's going to be some cloud coverage. So not too bad. Not too bad. Not too bad. Anyway, do I highly recommend this? I'll be honest. It's got this certain blend. This certain blend. It's got a weird taste to it. I like it though. I gave it an 8 out of 10. So I would check this one out. This one's called Bourbon. A lot of military people drink bourbon. So yeah, they always try to have a military theme. Whenever I drink that coffee, I so think of my dad. My dad wasn't really a big drinker, but my dad was a veteran. That's what I meant to say. My dad never went to Vietnam. My bad. My dad was a veteran. He served proudly for 10 years, and my dad had a kick-ass job. He actually had 2 kick-ass jobs. On the weekend, he was a paratrooper, jumped out of airplanes. That means if there was a war, my dad would jump out of an airplane, deploy his parachute, and kill people, the enemy, from the air. And then as soon as he hit the ground, then he would continue to fight the enemy. So that's what he did on the weekend. His normal job during the week was he was a military police officer, and he guarded anti-tank weapons, secret military weapons, in a massive bunker. There's a picture of my dad with his rifle standing in front of the door that one of his military buddies took. But the most legendary photo of my dad, and I've shown you guys this, is when my dad was rappelling down a mountain. He had his gun in one hand. My dad was like such a fucking action hero in this fucking photo. I believe he has a gun either in his left hand or his right hand. I think it's a 9mm. Maybe it's his rifle. I can't remember. And he's rappelling down a fucking mountain. And my mom had it framed. I don't know who took the photo. And I was like, that is one of the most badass photos of my fucking dad ever. It looked fucking great. It still does. It's in my mom's house. I asked my mom, though. I said, hey, Mom, I said, I hope to God it's not for a long time, but I said, whenever you passed away, I said, can I have that epic picture of Dad? And my mom was like, oh, yeah. She goes, ask your brother. I already asked my brother. He was like, yeah. He goes, you can take that one. So at some point, that photo's coming home with me because that's probably, it's one of my most favorite pictures of my dad. My dad had some other cool military photos, but that's one of my all-time favorite military photos of him. So my dad's birthday's coming up. Anyway. So before I open up the chat, let's check out, now that we've checked out the weather, let's check out what holidays are coming up. Well, let's go to the old calendar. All right. So President's Day was on the 17th. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I had a nice little President's Day off. My boss was like, hey, Fears, we're not going to have a very big load. He goes, you want the day off? And I was like, I'll take the day off. You know, so it was very enjoyable. The 22nd is Washington's birthday, George Washington's birthday, our first president. So in honor of that, so the next few days, you guys know what I'm about to say. The thumbnail is going to be in honor of George Washington's birthday. After that, on March the 5th, we've got Ash Wednesday. And then after Ash Wednesday, on the 9th, we've got Daylight Savings Time. Then on the 14th is my dad. I guarantee you I probably won't stream that day. It'll be too emotional of a day. I know my mom's going to be emotional. I'll probably call my mom and I'll either Skype with my mom or and talk about Dad, or give her a call because I know my mom's going to be very emotional. At some point on that day, I'll probably break down and start crying. It happens every single time on my dad's birthday because I fucking miss the shit out of him. And I know I'll be too emotional that day to stream because I miss him a lot. You guys have no idea. I miss him immensely. Immensely. Especially in rough times like these, you know. So, yeah. All right, after my dad's birthday, then we got St. Patrick's Day. And then on April 1st, we've got April Fool's Day. So, a couple of big holidays coming up. Ash Wednesday. And Fears is decided to give up the BK Lounge for Lent. 40 days without the lounge. Whew. I can do it. I probably should give up the lounge even more after 40 days because I'm doing good, losing weight. I got my healthy snack. I went to the grocery store. I got a whole bunch of apples. I got a whole bunch of fruit. So, hell yeah. That's a good apple. Anyway. So, yeah. So, I've been trying to eat healthier. Let's see, what else? Oh! This Sunday, got another convention coming up. Finally going to hit up one of Jeff's shows. Jeff, I owe you a personal apology, buddy. It's just Jeff. He's a sweet guy. Great friend. Awesome guy. Just the last few shows, the last 4 or 5 shows have been like 4 hours away, 3 hours away, 2.5 hours away. I'm like, dude, you got to get him closer. Fears is not driving 3 hours there and 3 hours back. No. So the next show, this Sunday, I'll probably get up real early. It's an hour there, an hour back. That's not too bad. I'll get some footage. I'll roll in, get a little nerd haul, a little one, because I spent way too much at MegaCon. And I didn't even buy that much at MegaCon, just MegaCon had the most outrageous, ungodly prices. Oh yeah, a movie prop, $499. They are something like that. The movie prop station, I went to their website. Their website is right here. Check out this website. It is www.para, P-A-R-A-G-O-N, ParagonFXGroup.com. So ParagonFXGroup.com. They've got some great props. Don't get me wrong. They've got great props. But for ungodly prices. The cryo can, they wanted like, I don't know, $399 or $400 or some shit like that. I couldn't believe how much it was. But I checked out their website. I subscribed to their Facebook. I subscribed to their YouTube channel and their Instagram. They make great products. They had a shitload of Jurassic Park. They had a shitload of whatever that old guy out of those fucking horror movies. And he's all like, all doing that, and he's got white hair. The Phasm guy, the old ass fucking creepy guy. I've never seen any of those movies. I've seen a couple of the trailers, but he's all like, ooh, like that, and then he's walking around in a suit. He's got gray and white hair, and he's all like, all doing that shit, like trying to freak you out. They had tons of props of that. They had some Ghostbuster props. They had a bunch of Jurassic Park. The fucking goggles they had. You know, the little kid in Jurassic Park where that lawyer guy's like, hey, where did you find those? In a box under my seat. He goes, are those goggles heavy? And then the little kid goes, yeah. And he goes, yeah, great. They're expensive. Put them back. You know, and he's got the goggles. I would love the goggles, but it was like $700. And I was like, holy shit. That's redonkulous. Redonkulous. Anyway. So it is what it is. So I'm going to hang out with Jeff this Sunday. Really looking forward to it. Really looking forward to it. I think that's all the updates. I got work tonight. So my boss texted me. He said, another light load. And I was like, oh, well, that's good. I said, how many? He said, as of right now, we've only got 43,000. I was like, that's not too bad. So we've had much, much worse than that. So. All right. I think that's all the updates. Oh, one more thing. We're going to be reviewing 2 movies today. The new Mortal Kombat movie that was made a few years ago. Loved it. It's not a remake. I would say it's a reboot. It's a brand new story. It's a completely different story from the 1997 one. It's based off the video games. I loved it. So we're going to be reviewing this. And then Terminator 5, Terminator Genesis. Oh, yes. Then we're going to be talking about Washington's birthday. I got 2 top 10s for you. And then if there's time, I'm going to add some more movie props to the list. If there's time. If not, then we'll do that tomorrow. All right. All right, without further ado, let's open up the chat. And, like I said, in honor of Washington's birthday, for the next few days, it's going to be nothing but Washington thumbnails. So there it is. All right. And we'll do that tomorrow. All right. Open up the chat here. All right. The chat is open. The chat is live. There we are. Okay. There we go. Nobody's chatted yet, but I'm sure the show's just started, so I'm sure we'll get going here soon. I hope everyone's having a wonderful night. It's been a pretty good, productive day. Like I said, I did a show at the very early in the morning. I just could not sleep. I had a lot of things on my mind. I went to sleep, woke up around 1, got up, had a little brunch, went to the post office, got got some more stamps because I was almost out. Went to Walmart, bought some groceries, did a nerd haul, which I'm about to show you guys here in just a second. I thought we'd start it off quite right. Just bam, do a nerd haul. A little one. A tiny one. It's not real big. And then I came home. I edited a video. I'm almost done. Hopefully I'll get up another video for Fears Man 26 tonight or tomorrow. Hopefully. I'm about halfway done. So yeah. Because I'm taking full advantage of this Amy Jo Johnson footage. So I'm going to upload another video. At least 2 more videos on Fears Man 26 about the Amy Jo Johnson meetup. And then, so look out for that coming soon. I changed my, my artwork on Fears Vlogs. So if you guys haven't seen it, because I don't know who made it up. I think it was the trolls. I can't remember. Or maybe it was one of my online friends said, Fears, when you get mad, you look like a red tomato. I just decided to roll with the tomato-ness of it because I thought it was funny. So, Caleb does all my amazing channel artwork. He always has. He's always done a good job. So shout out to my friend Caleb Templeman. You did a great job. He said, what do you want this time, Fears? I said, can you take Randall's cartoon drawing of me with my hat on and put like a red glow around my body he did that, so I used that as my profile. And then I said, can I just have a bunch of like little red tomatoes in the background of the shot? And then I said, I want Fears Vlogs to be highlighted in red and yellow. And he said, yeah, I can do that. And so that's what he did. So if you guys get a chance, check out my new channel art on both FearsMan26 and Fears Vlogs. So there we are. My channel art for FearsMan26 is the one that I made, and then I gave to Caleb, and he kind of enhanced it. It's the one where Fearsman's crawling on the floor after a bloody fight, and he's got blood in his hair and blood on his face, and he's like looking intently right into the camera. I always thought that was a very cool photo because I invented that photo. I wrote in all this shit, and that's what AI popped up. I literally was like, have Fearsman crawling on the floor in a blue and yellow superhero costume with blood on his face and blood in his hair. I said his eyes are bloodshot red, looking directly, intensely into the camera. And that's what it came up with. And then Caleb kind of came up with a little banner. So I think they both came out great. And I hope you guys will enjoy the new channel art. I'll probably rock that channel art for, I don't know, probably a year and a half. Usually I do it for a year and a half, and then I call Caleb and say, all right, it's time to repolish up both the channels, and let's get some new, live, fresh channel art. So yeah. Anyway. All right, let's start this thing off with a bang. Let's do a nerd haul. A little one, like I said, a tiny one. A little baby one. When I was at Walmart today, there's a new Superman movie coming out. I cannot wait. And you know what? I'm going to watch the trailer today. I've not seen the new Superman trailer. I have not seen the new Superman trailer yet, so we'll watch that today. But they have the new Superman t-shirt, the new Superman logo. And I love Superman, so I decided to get that. And then I got, check this out, a brand new Hawaiian shirt, but not just any Hawaiian shirt. It's a nerdy Hawaiian shirt. You see that right there? What is that? Is that Venom? That is Venom. So let's try this bad boy on right now. All right. Just rip the tag off. There we are. Yo, what's up, Crumbles? I see a nice, wide, open, blank wall behind you for the lantern poster. Well, not for long, my friend. I cannot put it there. I cannot stress that enough. I can't put it there, buddy. Because once I fill up all of this, I'm going to buy another one of these and put it right here. So I cannot put it there. But I appreciate your suggestion, but I just cannot put it there. Oh, yeah. This one feels nice. Ooh, yeah, now we're talking. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Nice. That looks sweet. Does it go well with the hat? I think so. I like it. I love it. I love my Hawaiian hats. I mean, my shirts. I love my Hawaiian, not my Hawaiian hats. I don't have a Hawaiian hat. I meant to say I love my Hawaiian shirts. Excuse me. I like it. I think I'm going to rock the Hawaiian shirt as long as possible because I've got a shirt here and a shirt here, so it's probably going to get hot later on, so I may take it off later, but I'll wear it for a while for the rest of the show, for some of the show. Crumbles, how you been? I hope you had a good day. How's work been? How's things been going? Crumbles is the first time, I think this is your first time commenting first, if memory serves me right. I think this is the first time. Anyway, by the way, I got a new blend, buddy. A new blend. Bam! I'll be honest, it's got a weird taste, but I like it a little bit. It's got a weird taste, but I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. And it's very strong. This blend is very strong. Sometimes I get the decaf ones. It's whenever they have a new product out. This is my favorite type of coffee. Not this blend, but this company, Black Rifle Coffee Company. Oh my God, they make some of the greatest coffee of all time. Of all time. Oh yeah. Now we're talking. All right. All right. There we are. There it is. All right, let's see what's next. Well, let's start talking about Washington's birthday. Well, as we all know, Washington, our first president, he liked to wear wigs, a lot of wigs. But let's see what AI has to say. Washington's birthday. So, it says, George Washington was born in Virginia on February 11th, 1731. According to the then-used Julian calendar in 1752, however, Britain and all of its colonies adopted the Julian calendar, hopefully I pronounced that right, which moved Washington's birthday a year and 11 days to February 22nd, 1732. Wow, that's interesting. I did not know that. Let's see. Interesting facts about George Washington. I always love having a segment in my show. Not always, but sometimes learning something new. I unlike other people in the community, I actually liked going to school. I like learning new things. I've told you guys this many times. Sometimes I'll just sit here with my coffee while I'm editing in between breaks, and I'll search the internet for interesting facts or interesting things, and I like to read about them. So let's look up some interesting facts about George Washington. Wow. 10 things you really ought to know about George Washington. I knew some of these, but not all of them. So, 1, it says, there's more to George Washington than the cherry tree and his wooden teeth. Number 1, George Washington was mostly self-educated. When George Washington's father died in 1743, there was little to no money left to support the formal education system for the 11-year-old George Washington. Washington's formal schooling ended by the time he was 15, but his pursuit of knowledge continued throughout his entire life. He read to become a better soldier, a better farmer, and a better president. He corresponded with authors and friends in America and Europe, and he exchanged ideas that fed the ongoing agricultural system, social and political revolutions of his day. That's pretty cool. He was a self-motivator, a self-teacher, kind of a go-getter. He was fearless in battle. With men and officers being shot down all around him, George Washington rode through the battle, forward, onward, and upward, to take charge of the collapsing lines at the Battle of, I don't know how to pronounce this word, Mongolia. Hopefully that's how you pronounce that word. On July 9th, 1755, while riding along the ranks looking to steady the men, Washington had 2 horses shot out from under him and 4 bullets shot through his coat. Damn! He got shot 4 times. Holy shit. That's fucking nuts. So he was fearless in battle. I did not know that. That's interesting. That's very interesting. All right. Number 3, Washington's bold actions saved the American Revolution twice. After a series of stinged defeats in New York and New Jersey, the Army and the patriot cause seemed near extinction by 1776, most generals would have slipped away to the safety of their winter quarters, but General Washington had an entirely different plan in mind. His bold actions counterstroke across the ice-choked Delaware River on December 25th, 1776, led to 3 successful battlefield victories and a stunning strategy reversal, which boosted American moral and spirits and to save the nation. With the revolution once again on the brink of defeat in early 1781, Washington embarked on a risky march south to surround and attack Lord Cornwallis' British Army at Yorktown, Virginia. Washington's victory at Yorktown in October 1781 proved to be the definitive battle of the war. There you go. There you go. All right, number 4. He never abused his power. While Washington is best known for holding his positions with an iron fist, he held both as a general and president. It is his willingness to surrender power that may be his most important legacy. On December 23rd, 1783, Washington struck into the Maryland State House and surrendered his military commission to Congress, therefore affirming the principle of civilian control of the military. Wow. Well, at least he didn't let his power go to his head. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. You know. Number 5. Washington owned more than 50,000 acres and was a promoter of Western expansion. Wow. That's a lot of acres. 50,000 acres? Damn. Number 6. Washington loved parties and was an excellent dancer. Many see Washington as an unapproachable figure, but in reality, he was a man who loved entertainment and the company of others. There are many accounts of his dancing late into the night at various balls and parties. He loved theater and attended plays of all sorts throughout his life. Nice! Well, the fierce man always likes a good time. The fierce man always likes a nice little party. I'm not that good of a dancer, I'll be honest. But I do my best. But I do like a good time. I'll take a convention over dancing any day, my friends. You don't want to see fierce dancing. It's not a pretty picture. I'm just not that good. Number 7. Washington was the first to sign the United States Constitution. That one I did know. Number 8. He was elected president twice. That I forgot about. I thought he was only elected once. I forgot about that. Number 9. Washington was a true innovator and a pioneer of his day. Throughout all of his life, Washington exhibited a keen interest and eye for useful technologies of all sorts. He established himself as an innovative farmer and an innovative president, which switched from tobacco to wheat as his main cash crop in 1760s. There you go. And number 10, Washington is the only slave-owning president who freed the slaves. For a minute, I was like, oh, shit. I'm like, that's not a good trait to have. Like, oh, yeah, I owned a slave. That's not a good quality to have. But then it turned good and said that he freed his slaves. So that's good. Because you shouldn't have a slave to begin with. So shame on you for owning a slave. But it's good that you freed them, because slavery is fucking terrible. So, there it is. Well, that was 10 interesting facts. I didn't really like the 10th trait, because you should never own a slave. That's pretty nuts. But all the other interesting facts about Washington was pretty interesting. So there we are. Ooh, I think everybody... I don't know why the chat's not going nuts tonight. I don't know. Maybe it's because everyone was so tired from this morning's stream. Because by the end of it, I was hanging on by a thread. That, I almost said Lego build. That brick craft build fought me all the way through. I was like, it's a bottle of champagne. It's not fucking rocket science. I'm like, it should be able to, this fucking piece goes into this fucking piece. Now, the wine glasses, they went together pretty easily. But that wine bottle was a bitch to put together. That's probably the worst build besides the Johnny 5 one. Those two were the biggest fucking headaches ever. It was ridiculous. Ridiculous. So, yeah. Anyway. All right. Time for some movie reviews. There we go. Let's go with Mortal Kombat. I liked it. Now, don't get me wrong. I like the old one. The old one's great. Will this stay up? Nope. All right. All right. So, Mortal Kombat. Jeff, I'm going to have to get a new pen, buddy. I'm running out of ink. I've got many pens over there, but whenever I go to Jeff's shows, hopefully he's got another one of these convention pens, because I like using this convention pens whenever I make my notes and stuff for my show. So there we are. All right, Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. It's a solid watch. 9 out of 10. Classic characters. It's got the main ones. The only one it doesn't have is Johnny Cage. They hint at Johnny Cage at the very end. But you find out a little bit about Sub-Zero's origin story. You find out a lot about Scorpion's origin story. Everybody thinks that Scorpion was a bad guy. He initially wasn't. He was a father. He had a wife. He had a child. And Sub-Zero had a grudge, kills his family, kills him. And then initially Scorpion, he gets engulfed by fire and goes to the pits of hell. And he gets all of his powers. And later on in life, he comes back to extract revenge. To avenge his family and to get revenge on Sub-Zero. Yo! What's up, Visions? So, Scorpion's my favorite character. He was my favorite character always. Whenever I played Mortal Kombat when I was when I was a kid, I always either picked Scorpion, Sub-Zero. I picked Raiden a lot, but almost 9 times out of 10, I always picked Scorpion. He was always my favorite. Get over here! The classic line. So, my 2 favorite scenes is when Scorpion finally comes back. He finally comes back. He throws the fucking... It's a blade that's connected to a chain. And it's like tucked away, kind of like in his clothes. And he just kind of throws it like that. It goes flying out. The blade goes into your chest or wherever. It could go in your head, whatever. And he goes, get over here, and he pulls it over. That scene was classic because you can't have a Mortal Kombat scene without, get over here! So I'm going to put down the get over here scene. The second scene is when Cole gets his powers. That's a good scene. Cole power scene. And he takes down Goro. Goro's a good character. Yeah. I prefer this one over the 1994 one. Don't get me wrong. I like the 1994 one. I just think that this was shot better. Yo, what's up, Joey? Joey says, yo! What's up, buddy? So, I'm going to write down I prefer this one over the original. Don't get me wrong. The original film is good. This is just shot better, with better cameras, with better special effects. it's not really a remake. It's because it's got a whole completely different story. So it's kind of a reboot, kind of, but with a whole new story. It doesn't reference the old Mortal Kombat. The old Mortal Kombat is fantastic. The sequel, Mortal Kombat Annihilation, that one's fucking shit garbage. That one's fucking terrible. So, my favorite Mortal Kombat movies, it would go in this order. This one, the original Mortal Kombat, and then Mortal Kombat Annihilation, because that one's fucking terrible. So that one goes all the way at the end. So, yeah. Oh, did my candle go out? It didn't. It's just getting very low. There we go. You can barely see it. I need to buy a new candle. All right. I prefer this one over the original. Mortal Kombat, 9 out of 10. Classic characters. Good special effects. Good special effects. My favorite two scenes is the get over here scene. Cole getting his powers. My favorite character out of the movie. My two favorite characters, one would be Scorpion. Scorpion only gets a little screen time, but he's so legendary. You see him get killed at the very beginning. You see his family get killed. You see him try to avenge his family. Sub-Zero kills him, and that's before he gets his powers. He gets engulfed with fire, goes to hell, gets his powers, comes back at the very end of the film, kicks Sub-Zero's ass, and then some, kills Sub-Zero, and then periodically through the film you see, like, Cole is the descendant of Sub-Zero. So, he's the descendant of Scorpion. So, Scorpion and Cole are related. It doesn't really tell you how. It just says, oh, he's my descendant. So he's part of his family. So every once in a while, Cole gets these flashes of Scorpion, and Scorpion pops into his head real quick, and then it goes back to the film. So I would say my two favorite characters is one, Scorpion, even though he gets very little screen time, but the screen time he does get is fantastic. And then probably Cole. And Cole is a brand new character. Cole has never been in any Mortal Kombat game. He's never been in any other Mortal Kombat movie. So they made a whole new character. And he's a kind of a mixed martial art fighter, and he fights for money. He's got a wife, he's got a kid. So he's a good character. I highly recommend it. It's good. Check it out. Highly recommend it. So, yeah. Alright. Boom! Terminator 5, baby. This is one of the better ones. Terminator 3 sucked. Terminator Salvation #4. Bits of it is good. 5 was fantastic. I liked 5. So yeah. All right, Terminator 5. I'm gonna give it an 8.5. 8.5. Because it wasn't perfect. My two favorite scenes, probably when they almost recreate shot for shot Kyle Reese coming to Earth and then him going in that department store and stealing the Nike shoes. He steals the green trench coat. He steals the homeless guy's pants that have got paint on it. And they recreate it flawlessly. So, Kyle coming to 1984. 1984, 1:52 a.m. That's right, Fears remembers that scene. Because that is the scene when Arnold arrives. So Arnold arrives first, and then he kills that kind of like, he runs into those like, kind of like the street punks, kills one guy and takes the other guy's clothes, and then right after that, that's when Kyle arrives. So yeah. So Kyle coming to 1984. I like when old Terminator is waiting for the 1984 Terminator to show up, and he says, "You won't be needing any clothes." He turns around, and they have this street brawl, and knocks part of the flesh off of, he takes like this parking meter with all the quarters in it, bashes the shit out of the young Terminator's face, and from like here to like, from here to here, a portion of his fleshy face pops off, and you see the red eye. This side of his face is fine, and then he gets shot in the chest by Sarah Connor. That's a great scene. So, old Terminator battling young Terminator. That's a good scene. And essentially, they change everything. Now John Connor is not the savior. Skynet has done something to John Connor, so now John Connor is working with Skynet. They send a Terminator back. They send Kyle Reese back to like help Sarah Connor, and everything's changed. Sarah Connor's no longer like sweet and innocent. You know, like in the first one, she's like this college student. She's working at a burger joint. She's like, you know, hanging out with her girlfriend. All of a sudden, Kyle Reese has to like protect her. Now, when Kyle Reese gets there, because Skynet has changed everything and changed the future and changed the past and everything, Sarah already has like her military background, and she's already like a tough, kick-ass woman, you know. And Kyle's like, well, I was sent here to protect you. And she's like, I don't need protection. She goes, I've been in training for years. She's like, so I appreciate you coming all this way, but I really don't need your help. But she's like, since you're here, if you want to help me, an old Terminator, which she calls Pops, she's like, you're more than welcome to stay and help us out. And he's like, okay. So yeah. So I enjoyed the story. Good story. It's not perfect, though. I gave it an 8.5. Good villains. A T-1000 is in it. For a bit. He gets killed. The death of the T-1000 is pretty good. That's a pretty good scene, too. It's not my favorite, but it's a pretty good scene. I already picked my 2 favorite scenes. I'm kind of 50-50. Because some of it's boring, some of it's good. That's why I gave it an 8.5. I don't know if I would recommend it. You're not missing much if you don't see it. But it is an enjoyable watch. So I'm going to put 50-50 on recommendations. I'll let you guys decide if you want to watch it or not. It is an enjoyable watch. It is a, let me write down, enjoyable watch. It's not a good watch, though. It's not a good one. It's not a bad one. It's just an enjoyable one. It's in the middle. So, yeah. All right. Oh, I'm running out of room. Oh, yeah. All right. You know what? I said I was going to watch a trailer, and I can't remember which one I was going to watch. Oh, the new Superman. Thank God Fears remembered. I have not seen the new Superman trailer, so let's watch that. Let's see. I'm hoping for good things. We'll see. We shall see. All right, let me look it up real quick. I have not seen the new Superman one. I like the new S, though. I like his costume. It's got very, you know, good angles on it. You know, the S. I prefer the original S, but the new S look, it's not too bad. I don't know the new actor that's playing Superman, but I saw him in his costume, and the new costume it's got a little bit of both. It's got the old classic Superman kind of qualities, but then it's it's a new slick look to him. So I approve of the new suit. So new Superman trailer. So me watching it will be determining if I go and see it. I love Superman. He's my favorite superhero of all time. He's the inspiration, for Fierce Man. So, oh, here we go. Superman official teaser trailer. 2 minutes. All right, here we go. All right. He's in the Arctic, so I imagine he's going to be going to the Fortress of Solitude soon. Sooner than later. His new costume looks pretty badass. He's got the Clark Kent look down. He doesn't have a comb over, but he's got the nerdy business suit with the glasses, so that's good. That's the only thing I didn't like about Superman. Like, look, I'm Clark Kent. I've got glasses and a comb over. No, I'm Superman. And he rips it off. Anyone that has a brain would be like, yeah, like that's not a secret identity. Clark, you went from not having glasses with no curl and just a comb over to Superman with no glasses, comb over with one little tiny curl. People would distinguish, well, he is the same guy as this fucking guy. I've always said that. Now, let's say if Clark had like a mustache and a full-on beard and glasses and maybe like long hair, like maybe he like wore a wig or something, and then when he became like Superman, he took off the long hippie hair and his beard disappeared and his mustache disappeared. Then people be like, oh, well, that's a good disguise because he looks nothing like Clark Kent. So that needs work. But besides that, that's just me being nitpicky. I do love Superman. Oh, nice. The Daily Planet looks pretty sweet. I'm not familiar with this actor. I don't know this guy's name, but he's got a good look. He's got a good Clark Kent look to him. Lois Lane, she's looking pretty sexy. I'll be honest, it looks a little weird because I'm so used to like Clark Kent, having, gelled, slick back, comb over hair, and he's got curly, like very, very curly black hair. It's just different. I've never seen Clark Kent or Superman like that. It's different, but I like it. I like the new look. Crypto. Oh, shit. Crypto's in this. The white dog with his red cape. He's looking good. I think that's the first time Crypto's ever been in a live action. I know they've had Crypto in, like, cartoon movies. But that's the first time where they used a real dog and he's got a real cape on. That's pretty sweet. I had no idea that Crypto was making a cameo. Oh, hell yeah.
Home. Take me home.
Oh, shit. The guy that plays Lex Luthor is the guy that I met at MegaCon, the fucking the guy from the menu, this fucking guy. Hang on. Oh, where is it? Where did I put the menu? It's down here with all my horror movies. Oh, where the fuck is it? Oh, there it is. So, this guy, Nicholas, how do you pronounce his name? Nicholas Holt. I met this guy at MegaCon. Super nice guy. He's playing the new Lex Luthor. That's pretty badass. That's pretty badass. He's a great actor. He's British. And I got to chat with him for, it wasn't too long, at least a minute or two, but super nice. And he was like, what's your favorite movie that I've been in? I'm like, probably it's a split between The Menu and Warm Bodies. And he's like, do you really like Warm Bodies? And I said, yeah. I said, I love zombie movies. He's like, oh, it was kind of like a little art project. I'm like, I don't care what it was. I said, Nicholas, I said, you're a zombie, you're in love, you're dead, you're decaying, you're just kind of walking the earth like, you know, mindless, you know, because now you're a fucking zombie, because zombies don't really think that much because they're fucking dead. I said, I enjoyed it. And he was like, really? I said, didn't you enjoy acting? He goes, oh, yeah, I enjoyed acting in it. It was not one of my more popular films. I'm like, I enjoyed it. And he was like, oh, I'm glad. He goes, what's your favorite? I'm like, probably The Menu. But I did not know that he was playing Lex Luthor, so after I see his performance in this, it may be this new Superman movie. That will be my new project he's in. But he was a very nice guy. Very nice. Very nice gentleman. Very polite. He was very generous with his time. All right, let's watch the rest of this. Oh shit, they got the kryptonite there. Well, I mean, you can't have a Superman movie without good old kryptonite. Fears Man cannot, you can't have Fierce Man without some Crohn's. You can't have Fears Man without. We haven't established it yet, but I told Randall at some point we gotta have like maybe Fierce Man like walking through a grocery store and he's doing his groceries, and all of a sudden he walks by the dairy section and he starts feeling like he starts getting like a real like guttural stomach pain. He falls to the ground, his body starts like glowing yellow, and then he's like, oh shit, what the fuck's going on? And then he like calls Randall Brownstein and is like, Randall, you gotta pick me up, something's happening. And then how he finds out that he's allergic to milk products, that's his kryptonite, is Randall takes him to a Crohn's doctor and they diagnose him with Crohn's. And so that's when Fears Man's like, oh my god, all my villains are going to find out that I'm fucking allergic to milk products and they can use that against me. Oh shit. So at some point we're going to do that. I don't know. Maybe in Fears Man 7, Fears Man 8, because me and Randall have pretty much got a solid story for Fears Man 6. So we have to establish that. So yeah. Yep. All right. Let me finish this, because I can't see what you guys are writing. Because I'm watching a trailer right now, but I will get back to you guys in just a second. But I'm enjoying this new Superman trailer. I love that Crypto's in it. I had no idea that Crypto was going to make a couple cameos. We got to get Super Enzo in Fears Man 2. You know, we got to get Enzo in there because he's my buddy. He's my pal. My dad loved Enzo. My mom initially bought Enzo for my dad because whenever my dad got sick, my mom thought, oh, your dad needs a buddy. He needs a pal. But then Enzo is so lovable and he's so likable and he's running around going nuts and he's got so much energy that the whole family like fell in love with him. So I'll be honest, when Enzo passes away, whenever he does, hopefully it's not for a very long time, but when he passes away, I'm going to be very sad because I fucking love that big ball of fur. You know, as long as Enzo gets his naps in, as long as Enzo's got his little doggy treats, and he fucking goes nuts over those tennis balls. So if any fans want to send me some yellow tennis balls in fan mail, I will make sure that Enzo gets them because he chews the shit out of them. My mom's like, oh yeah, the ones that you got him for Christmas, yeah, they're already gone. I was like, are you serious, Mom? She goes, oh, John, she goes, we play with them in the yard. Not lately because it's been super cold there, but she's like, whenever it's warm enough for me and Enzo to go for a walk, I'll take a tennis ball. And he's either chewing the shit out of it or my mom sent him to dog school. So my mom says, like, retrieve, he'll retrieve it, and then my mom will be like, you know, out. He'll spit it out. He will spit it out. Enzo's a good listener, but every once in a while his energy takes over, and then my mom's got to say it a couple times. But normally my mom said 10 times out of 12, my mom only has to say it once, like, out with it, and then Enzo will spit out the tennis ball. My mom will grab it and throw it across the yard, and then he'll go flying. One time, I took a yellow tennis ball, and I didn't chuck it as hard as I could, but I chucked it with some pretty good power across the yard, and Enzo ran so quick across the yard, he got tangled up in his legs, and he fell over, and his face went flying right into the grass because he was so excited to retrieve that tennis ball, and I was like, oh, shit. Walked over, and I was like, Enzo, you got to be more careful, buddy. And so I told him to sit, and I patted him on the back of his head, and I just wanted to make sure he was all right, because I chucked the tennis ball, goes flying across the yard, he fucking darts off like a fucking wild ape, you know, in the wild. He's running, he gets tangled with his feet, and goes, gung! And his head went flying right into the fucking grass. And I was astounded. I was like, oh shit, I hope he's all right. Ran over, he got up, he put the yellow tennis ball in his mouth. I got the tennis ball out of his mouth. I'm like, you all right, buddy? I told him to sit. I wanted to make sure there was no scratches or... He was fine. And he just kind of brushed himself off, and I was like, all right, if you're all right, buddy, I'll throw the tennis ball again. And then we got back to playing in the yard. But he's got a lot of energy. We got... Randall, when you watch this, we got to get Enzo. We got to get Enzo in Fears, man. Somehow, some way. We got to get him in there. We got to get Enzo somehow, some way in Fears, man. It's a must. All right, let's finish this trailer. Nice! Comes out July 11th. Nice. Well, I think Fears Man will definitely have to make a vlog, and I'll have to go check it out. Let's see. That was a teaser trailer. Is there another full trailer? Let's see if I can find one. Let's see. No, I think that's the only teaser trailer. Well, I loved it. Looks pretty good. I'm gonna give the teaser trailer, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. Looked pretty good. I was very excited to see Crypto in there. I did not think Crypto was going to make a cameo. He looks pretty good. He's got his yellow cape. He's got a little yellow dog collar, you know, and then he's got the Superman cape, so he's got the red cape, and then on the back of the red cape, he's got the yellow S on the back of the red cape. He's got his little ears wagging around. I don't know what type of dog Crypto is. He's a white, kind of furry dog. I don't really know. Let's find out. Let me go to Google. What type of dog is Superman's dog? Superman's dog, Crypto, has been depicted as many different breeds, including a white Labrador Retriever, white Shepherd, Husky, or a Dalmatian. In the upcoming film Superman, Crypto is based on director James Gunn's own dog, Otsu. Otsu. Hopefully I pronounced that right. Crypto is often depicted as a white dog but he's an alien, so he wouldn't necessarily be exactly one breed. Over the years, he's appeared as many different breeds. Director James Gunn based Crypto on his own dog, Otsu, who came from a hoarding situation and was badly abused. Gunn said, Otsu came in and destroyed our home, our shoes, and our furniture. He even ate part of my laptop and chewed on it. But I fell in love with him so much. You can also watch this video to learn more about why Crypto looks different in the new Superman movie. There we go. So apparently he's been different breeds. But in this new version of Crypto, he's based on director James Gunn's own dog, Otsu. He looks like a Labrador, though. He looks like a Labrador Retriever. That's what he looks like. But because Labradors are very big dogs and they're very furry and they have big ears. So I'm pretty sure Crypto is a Labrador. But I could be wrong, but that's what it looks like. That's what it looks like. All right, let me close this because I don't know what you guys are saying and I don't want to, get too far behind in the chat. So there we are. Yo, Randall's there. All right, well, let me catch up. Let me catch up with the chat here. Now the chat's going nuts. Hang on. So, let's see here. Vision says, have you seen that trailer reviewer guy that is so excited about this that he cried? I have not seen that, Visions. Listen, as much as I love Superman, I don't think Fears Man would be like, oh God, it's Superman, and start crying. Nothing against that reviewer. I'm not making fun of that reviewer. I just can't see myself crying over a movie trailer. That's not Fears. Now, I will say this. Over the years, there have been some movies where a certain scene in a film has made Fears shed a few tears. Not kidding. I'm very comfortable, saying that with you guys. I don't care if the trolls make fun of me. It's the truth. That's not a lie. I don't remember what film, but there's been a few films in Fears Man's history of life where I've shedded a few tears, I'm sure many people can relate to that. Well, yeah. But to answer your question, Visions, no, I've never seen that reviewer guy, and I've never seen him. I don't know who he is. I've never seen him cry on camera. I've never seen him do any of his movie reviews. So, no. Vision said he also did it with some Star Wars trailer, too. Oh, wow. Okay. Yo, Cameo Man, he says he was in Mad Max and X-Men. Oh, yeah. He played Beast in an X-Men. Very great performance. And he played kind of like one of Mad Max's henchmen. He was bald, so he shaved his head for the role. He had white paint all over his body, and then he had black paint around his eyes, and then he took that spray paint with the gray thing, you know what I'm saying, Visions and Fury Road, and he sprayed gray spray paint all in his lips and his teeth. I don't know why they do that. It's to cherish the gods or whatever in Fury Road. You know what the fuck I'm talking about. Great performance as Mad Max's henchman. But you couldn't even tell it was Nicholas. How do you say his last name? Hang on. Nicholas Holt. I didn't want to mispronounce his last name. So, yeah, Randall, he did a fantastic performance as Beast. But as much as I like Beast, I gotta go with his performance in Menu and Mad Max Fury Road. Those two are probably my faves. So yeah, he was also. I'm not even gonna try to say that word. Visions. He was also in that vampire movie, the classic one, the remake of that 1922 with that fucking crazy vampire guy with the fucking hump, and he's all crawling up the fucking stairs like this. And then he's in the coffin, and he does one of these. He's all oh. He's the fucking 2 buck teeth and his fucking pointy ears and shit, and he looks so fucking demented. Long fucking fingernails, and he's chasing that one guy up the stairs, and it's told all by music. The guy's all like, oh shit, fuck me. And then he's all like climbing up the fucking stairs like, oh yeah, that's right, bitch. I'm going to bite your neck and I'm going to bite it right fucking now. So I need to see that one still. Good old 1922 style. And I need to see the remake. So I'm kind of behind. Yo, Nancy, what's up? She says, fears, peace, everyone. What's up? Good to see you. And then Vision said he was also in Renfield. He's been very popular. It seems like it, Visions. I've got Renfield over here somewhere. I need to watch it. Oh, where is it? I don't know if it's in the horror movie. It should be in the horror movies, but I could have misplaced it. I know I've got it over here somewhere. I need to watch it because he plays Dracula's like assistant, and the legendary Nicolas Cage, the fucking Cage Master, plays Dracula. So I'm looking forward to watching Nicholas Holt's performance in that. So he's very popular. Very popular. So someone told me he did a 1 or 2 episodes of some type of Walking Dead. I don't know if he was in Fear the Walking Dead or the original show The Walking Dead or Walking Dead Beyond the Grave or whatever the hell the other one is. But someone told me that. I don't remember who. Maybe it was Randall. I can't remember. But I don't remember what type of Walking Dead episode he was in. But I'm not 100% positive on that. Someone told me that, so don't quote me. Cameo Man, Randall says, what's up, Visions? What's up, Nancy? Larry says, here comes Leonard. Yo, what's up, Larry? How you been? Cameo Man says, what's up, Larry? Nancy says, hi, Randall. That's right. Shout out to Lord Randall. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Larry says, hey, Randy. Vision says, well, howdy, Nancy. Howdy, Randy. Howdy, Larry. That's right, Randall. My dad loved Ferraris. My dad loved muscle cars. And I just found out at Walmart that there's a Lego Ferrari. So maybe I'll buy that one in honor of my dad and build that one. But yeah, my dad loved Ferraris, and he watched this movie that had a bunch of Ferraris in it, and my dad wanted to name Enzo together with my mom, and my mom was like, no, this is your dog, you can name it whatever you want, and my dad was like, oh, I thought we could do it together, but alright. And so my mom told me they were watching some car movie, I forgot what car movie, and there was a lot of Ferraris in it, and my dad loved the Enzo Ferrari. And so my dad was like, what about Enzo? And my mom's like, sounds good. So my dad named Enzo, and I think it suits him. Good old Enzo. He's my buddy. He's my pal. He's amazing. He's amazing. Nancy says Renfield was pretty good. Well, that's good, Nancy. I'm relieved because Nick Cage, I mean, he's the fucking Cage, you know? He's fucking Nick Cage. Some movies of his have been good. Some movies he's done have been bad. But despite his good or bad reputation, he will always be fucking Nick fucking Cage. He's a great actor. I fucking love the Cage, man. He's great. Plus, he's got a cool name. Like how Fears has. Like, yo, I'm Fears. John Fears. Kind of like a fucking James Bond name. Picture Nick Cage going up. Name, sir? The name's Cage. Fucking Nick Cage. Write it down, bitch. I'm the fucking Cage Master. You know? He's fucking Nick Cage. He's great. I love it. That's not true, Randall. How dare you? He says, Enzo will never be in Fears, man. Oh, that son of a bitch. I'm calling him right now. How dare he? Randall, how can you deny? How can you deny Enzo? He is the most adorable dog of all fucking time. Randall, I'm calling you on Facebook right now, you son of a bitch. Unfucking believable. Randall, you better pick up. How dare he? I know Randall's kidding, but now I'm going to give him hell for it. By the way, Randall, what do you think of my new Hawaiian shirt, Venom style? I'm loving my new Hawaiian shirt. Randall, you pick up that phone now. You pick it up, buddy. You pick up that phone. Randall, you son of a bitch. Really, Randall? Really?
Yes, hello.
How dare you? How dare you make fun of Enzo?
How dare you?
I did not make fun of Enzo. I love Enzo. I would never make fun of Enzo. I love Enzo.
How fucking dare you?
So
Enzo will never be in Fierce, man. Never, ever.
Wow.
Ever.
Wow. I see how it is, Randall. I see how it is. So why no
I'm
love?
joking.
Why no love for Enzo? Huh? Why no love?
Joking.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Oh, look, Randall, a troll's calling me right now. I forgot to turn off my phone. Let's see who it is. Oh, it is. It is a troll. Guess what? I'm not going to pick it up, and I'm going to turn off my phone, so fuck you.
No, fuck you.
Oh, no. I didn't mean that for you, Randall. I meant...
yeah?
I meant...
Oh, yeah? You didn't mean... How about this?
I meant fuck you to whoever, some idiot troll for interrupting my show.
Yeah, whatever,
because apparently the idiot has to call every single time I do a show because the guy has no fucking life, whoever the fucking idiot is. Anyway, so what's up, dude? How you been?
You should answer the phone and talk to him.
Oh, well, a few times I've picked it up and I'm like, why don't you chop off your own dick? Hey, fuck you. Hey, quit calling me, you fucking
you
moron.
Should talk to him. Start a dialogue.
He doesn't talk. He just does all these guttural noises. He's like,
He goes,
no, seriously. He's left me voice messages where he's like, and I'm like, so what? Are you Creature from the Black Lagoon, or what the fuck are you trying to do? He leaves just these guttural noises in a voicemail, and I'm like, you really need to get a fucking life. I'm not kidding. That's a good impression of it, Randall. That's a good impression. So you were kidding about Enzo. We got to get him in there. How could we get Enzo in there? Like,
you know what you need is There Will Be Blood Venom Carnage T-shirt. You need a Carnage.
Do you know that they used that same quote, Randall, in a Saw movie, in Saw 2? Not the whole quote. He just looks at the detective, and Jigsaw goes, "Oh yes, there will be blood." And he's like, "Tell me where my son is." And then he's like, "He's in a safe place." And he's actually in a safe. You find out that his son is in a safe at the end of the film. But he says the first part of that quote, he's like, "Oh yes, there will be blood." And I was like, damn, fucking Jigsaw style. What the fuck, man?
Opa Jigsaw style. Oh.
That's right. So, Randall, since I guess we could tell the fans. On Thursday, guys, me and Randall, I'm not going to invite any other guests.
No. Don't tell the fans.
You don't want me to?
I'm just kidding.
Okay. I was like, I'll shut up. I mean, it's not a big secret. On Thursday, since I had a shitty start of the week with a certain someone that will remain nameless, I was like, Randall, I said, Randall, I'm not going to invite anyone else in. It's just going to be you and me just chilling out in a stream on Thursday. Randall's going to think of a few topics. I'm going to come up with a couple topics, and we're just going to have a ball. We haven't hung out in a while. That'll tide us over, buddy, until I come to visit you in a week or two.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah. So, Randall, what would be better? Would it be better to have Enzo come into the Fierce Man storyline? Like, you know, Chronopolis has already been blown up, so would it be better if Enzo traveled to Earth, or would it be better if Enzo was just a normal dog on Earth and he got powers and became a superhero dog while he was on Earth? Or what do you think would be better?
You know what could happen is Enzo could get injured, and then Fierce Man could give him some of his blood, some of his Fierce blood.
Oh yeah, that would be a good idea. Like what if Fierce Man adopted Enzo from like a no-kill shelter, and while Enzo was playing with his yellow tennis balls, the tennis ball went into the street, and Enzo got like hit by a car or something, and then he needed a blood transfusion. And then Fierce Man, and they said if he doesn't get blood quick, Enzo could die. And he's got broken bones, and they said there's been some brain damage activity because he got hit so hard. And the only way to
Some
save
of his front teeth got knocked out.
Yeah, whatever.
Liver damage.
I like this idea.
Intestinal damage.
No, I seriously like this idea.
Broken legs.
And
broken
then,
bones.
how about Fierce Man could sneak in? He could sneak into the hospital, give him a blood transfusion, and he gets the same powers as Fierce Man because every molecule.
Because that happens every day. You know, you sneak into the hospital, you give a dog a blood transfusion.
No, I like that idea because you know, in Superman, every molecule of Superman's body has got his powers intertwined in him. Stame thing with Fierce Man, every molecule.
Fierce, I've got to go get some ice cream from the store.
Okay,
I'll be back. I'll be back in about 25 minutes.
Well, I'm going to end the call then, buddy. But I like that idea. So you think it's better if Enzo is just an Earth dog? He doesn't come from he doesn't come from space, and he gets the powers somehow from Fierce Man. I like the blood transfusion idea. I really do. I like that idea.
Yeah.
Well,
that's how She-Hulk got her powers.
We'll have to tweak it. And we'll make a couple of changes. But I like that initial idea, buddy.
That's how She-Hulk got her powers in the comics.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, real quick before you go, what happens to that lady? Like.
Well, in the comics of She-Hulk, some mobsters shoot her up.
Oh wow.
She was Bruce Banner's cousin.
Okay.
And in the comics, they shoot her up, and Bruce Banner saves her life by giving her a blood transfusion.
And then
she becomes She-Hulk.
So all the gamma ray activity is in his blood, and then she just hulks out.
Yeah.
Oh shit. So why does a gang?
But in the comics, she can control it because she controls her anger.
Well, she kind of controls it in the show. I've seen clips of the new show, and then he's like, "Wait a minute." He goes, you can talk. And he goes, and you've got normal brain function. He goes, when I turn into Hulk, I'm a mindless idiot. She goes, no, it's me. She goes, I'm the same me. I'm just taller and I've got more muscles. I'm fine. So in the comics, why do they shoot her initially? Why does the gang shoot her?
She's a lawyer and she's trying a case.
Oh, and they don't so she's trying to put one of the gang members in jail with it, and then they're like, oh yeah, fuck you, and we're gonna kill you. Okay, that's cool. I've read a couple of Hulk comics, but I've never read a She-Hulk comic.
Yeah, She-Hulk's pretty hot.
And then
they always turned up the sex to number 10 on that comic book.
Some green sexy.
There's a lot of images of She-Hulk where she grows and all of her clothes are shredded and her clothes are barely covering up her nipples. And
I'll be honest, Randall, that would be kind of cool. Before you go, let's say you were dating She-Hulk. And she's like, yeah, I'm not comfortable with my body. I've only got an A cup. And then all of a sudden she fucking hulks out and she's like, hey, guess what, Fears? I've got this super hourglass body and now I went from an A cup to some fucking double D action. I'd be like, double Ds are nice. They're very nice. Sometimes, Randall, sometimes double Ds are too much. That one hot Instagram girl that I like, she's perfectly flawless. She doesn't have double D's. She's got D cups, but it's just enough. It's not too much. It's not too little. She's fucking perfect. If I ever got to hook up with her, I would die a happy man 10 folds over. It'll never happen because she's that perfectly flawless, and Fierce Man has absolutely no chance. And she's around my age. She's 39, 40-ish, and she doesn't even look 40. She looks like 29, 30 in her fucking prime, but she's my age. She's my age. So I'm like, damn, you're fucking smoking hot.
Yep, well, I gotta go.
All right, well, thanks a lot for hanging out, but I'll tell the fans I don't know what topics, but we're going to hang out on Thursday.
Okay, bye.
Peace out, Randall. Have a good day, buddy. Well, that was good, hanging out with Randall. I didn't know that about I knew that She-Hulk was a lawyer, but I've never read any of his comics, and I had no idea that some gang members like, oh yeah, fuck you, you're not gonna do that trial, we're gonna fucking kill your ass. I knew she was a lawyer though, because I've seen 1 or 2 episodes of the She-Hulk television show. I need to watch all of it because my curiosity has been struck. And then Randall for a while was doing those She-Hulk rewriting the script, and I checked out a couple of those. So yeah, but Randall was wrong. Enzo will for sure be in Fears Man. Excuse me, I burped. It's in some capacity, because I love Enzo. He's got to be in there. All right, let's see here. What's next? Larry says, Randy always with the fun facts. Oh, yeah. But see, I like that, Larry. It adds something, because I'll go back to what I originally said. Fierce comes up with some fun facts sometimes. I always like to learn something new. If I can learn something new every single day, it keeps the brain active. You know, if you don't learn anything, then you're like fucking looking at the TV screen like a fucking mindless zombie. I always enjoyed school. Always. The only thing I didn't like about school was if I was interested in that topic, I got an A. If I wasn't interested, I was a class clown. I was like, all right, this subject's fucking boring. Time for a snooze. And I would literally go like that, and I would take a snooze, and I would make just enough to pass the class. Like, I'd be like, oh, this subject's fucking boring. I'm going to get a C or a D, and I'm fucking done with this and move on to the next. But if it was a subject that I was really into, like science or art or gym class, I got a fucking A+. No problem. So, yeah. Let's see. Vision says, yeah, Renfield was silly. I'll watch anything with Nick Cage. Fuck yeah. Why, Visions? For 3 reasons. 1, he's a good actor. 2, Nicolas Cage has got that, he's an action hero, but he can also do comedy, so it's a good mixture of both. And the 3rd, and the most important reasons, he's motherfucking Nick fucking Cage. He's fucking Nick Cage, you know? He's great. The Cage Master. I love the Cage. I love the Cage. Yo, Lantern, what's going on? He says, yo, Fears, shout out to the chat. Coffee. Oh, I got my coffee, Lantern. It's right here. Lantern, I actually tried a new blend. I tried this. Let me blow out that candle. There we are. So, yeah. It's got an interesting taste, Lantern, so I'm kind of 50-50 on recommending it. I like it, though. It's got a weird taste, but it's not a perfect 10. I'd give it, like I said, an 8 out of 10. It's still a good blend, though. Let's see. Larry says, thanks, Visions, but I will go with Randy's recommendation. Your movies are kind of silly or kiddish. Damn. Wow, Larry. No love? No love for Visions movies? Renfield, I watched the trailer. It looked fucking great. Fuck you, Larry! I'm just joking. To each their own, buddy. Everyone's got their own choices on film. I'll be right back. I'm going to use the restroom. But just go ahead and study Spock. Live long and prosper. This is so fucking weird. I love Spock. I can do it on this finger. Look, no problem. No problem. That's all I got for that one. I can do this side, but for some reason, I cannot fucking get it to go like that. So this side needs practice. My dad taught me how to do this. My dad's like, you don't know how to do this, John? And for a while, I was like, yeah, Dad, I need your help. And my dad just threw it up real quick. He was like, oh, yeah. He goes, I know how to do it. And I was like, that's fucking awesome, Dad. And he's like, you just got to practice it. So I practiced a lot on this hand because I am left-handed. But just go ahead and study Spock. Randall as Spock was fucking hilarious, Visions. I like Jim Kirk, but Spock was like his go-to like sidekick guy. The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. Oh shit! Direct quote. Oh yes, one of the best quotes. One of the best quotes ever. There's that one, and then there's "To boldly go where no man has gone before." That's a good one. But I actually prefer Spock's. The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. Fucking Vulcan style. That's what I'm talking about. All right. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I will say this, Larry, Visions, Randall, I hope, Joey, I know Joey's still watching, I hope in this new Superman, the changing of the phone booth has been so fucking outdone, and they have to get with the times. There's no phone booths ever around in 2025, but it kind of goes with the Superman legacy. He's like, what? Oh my God, someone's in need. Whew. He either runs into an alleyway and he rips off the shirt and his pants go flying off and he's fucking up and away and he throws the glasses down in the alleyway, or he runs into a phone booth and literally it's so good. He runs in, he turns around, he closes the fucking door, and as the door is closing, the fucking glasses go off, the fucking shirt, he's like, oh yeah, bam, rips off the fucking shirt, and then he does like a fucking twirl, and his pants and his shoes fly off, the cape is revealed, the door goes up, he looks up, he puts his fist up, and he's up and away. But you cannot do the phone booth thing anymore, because nobody uses a fucking phone booth anymore. Everyone has got a cell phone. So I hope they have some creative ways that they've invented for this new film on how he goes from Clark Kent to Superman. That's why I tell Randall, every single time every time Kenneth Clark turns into Fearsman, he goes, I don't want to just do the classic rip off the shirt and then he's up and away. He goes, I want to find new and interesting ways. And if you watch Fearsman, every single time he transforms into Fearsman, it's always something new. It's always something different. One of the last ones, which is I'm very proud of, is we did a parody of, when Superman transforms from Clark Kent to Superman out of Superman Returns with Brandon Roth. He goes into the elevator, and as the elevator doors are closing, he loosens his tie, he takes his glasses off, he looks up, he puts his fist up, and as the doors are closing, he blasts his way up through the elevator, blasts out of the top of the elevator shaft, goes all the way up through the shaft. He rips his shirt, his tie, and his trench coat off, all in one go. And he's flying so fast that his pants fly off, reveals his costume, and he's up and away. Fearsman is he ran in, unloosened his belt buckle, pulled his security pants down to his ankles, looks up, he's up and away, and as he flies through the elevator shaft, his pants fly off, he rips off his shirt and his tie, he folds down his sleeves, because Fearsman's security outfit it's not a long sleeve, it's a short sleeve. He rips off the shirt and he reveals his blue costume and put his shoulder pads down, reveals his tights with his Converse shoes, and then he blasts his way through the elevator roof shaft. And then when he's flying, he puts on his yellow gloves, he throws on his mask, or his mask is already on, he checks his watch and it says, Fears Alert, to signify that there's a crime in progress, and then he goes and saves the day. So that was my own little twist, and of course, Fears Guy Blogs had to take it and make some stupid... He made Fearsman pull down his pants and show his wiener. So childish, so immature. And his wiener was like flicking back and forth or some bullshit, some stupid garbage. My version was way better and more creative. He's not really creative, Fears Guy Blogs. He has like 5 or 6 alternate accounts. One day they will all be gone. I don't care what it takes. I'll get them all taken down at some point. He's not really that creative. Anyway. Let's see here. Next music for Eddie. Oh, howdy, Visions. Let's see. Vision says, basketball, poker, graded cards. There you go. Lantern says, all right now, Visions. Oh, howdy, Santa Claus. Yo, Pixel, what's up? Next song for Eddie. Lantern's going nuts in the chat. Like to see Lantern and Carrie in a chat-off. I don't know. I don't know who would actually win that. They both talk a lot, but I don't know. That is a tough one, Larry, because Carrie would give Lantern a running for his money, but also Lantern would give Carrie a run for her money. I don't know. That's a tough decision. I'll let them battle it out. I have no idea. Nancy says, well, howdy, Mr. Lantern. Cameo Man says there was a show where the zombies started a brewing company. It was called Beer of the Walking Dead. That's not true, Randall. I wish it was, but that's not true. That's funny, though. That's funny. Let's see. Lantern says, fuck you, trolls. Kiss ass, trolls. Eat shit, trolls. Damn, Lantern. Vision says, LOL. I'll be honest, that is funny. Lantern's like throwing down the hammer. He's like, eat shit, trolls. Kiss my ass, trolls. Fuck you, trolls. And I'm like, damn, Lantern. Trolls, that was not my words. That was Lantern rolls. So don't go nuts on fears. I want to keep the peace. 1960s style. Peace, love, no war. I already have enough headaches with you morons, so I want to keep the peace. So, yeah. Do a classic drawing stream. Oh, what? With me and Randall? Well, we are going to do one, Joey. We're going to save it for whenever I go and visit Randall here in about a week or two. So, yeah. Let's see. Vision says, how about Enzo has the power of crotch sniffing? Oh, wow. And it paralyzes his foes. That actually is pretty funny. That's pretty funny. Visions, you know. I'll be honest. Thank God Enzo's never, sniffed my crotch. Thank God, because that would just be weird. I'd be like, Enzo, you're like my adopted brother. Please don't sniff my crotch. Enzo is very loving. Anytime I see him, his eyes go from little, they get real big, because I only see him a couple times a year. And Enzo's always up for a hug. I'm like, come here, buddy. He gives me his paw, and I give him a little hug. And he loves when I stroke, like, the back. Not so much his front. He doesn't like it when I, rub his neck. I guess he finds that uncomfortable, but because I don't want to hurt Enzo. But he loves when I massage his ears. He loves it when I, scratch his ears. And he loves it when I pat the top of his head. His tongue will go flying out of his mouth. And you can tell that he's really enjoying when I, pet the back of his head. He's a good dog. He's a good boy. And he's very loyal. My mom said whenever I'm not at home visiting, or my brother's not visiting, or one of my mom's brothers, because every once in a while my mom's brothers will come visit my mom from England, because my mom she did have 5 brothers. 2 have passed away. My Uncle John has passed away, and my Uncle Terry. My Uncle Terry had a heart attack, and my Uncle John died of, what was it? I think it was a stroke. He had high blood pressure. It was either a heart attack or... No. The heart attack was my Uncle Terry. I believe my Uncle John had a stroke. And they were both... Their bodies were both sent back to England. And they're buried near my British grandma, Sheila. I want to go to England and visit my British family. I have not went to go visit my British grandma since 2011 when I went for my cousin Samantha's wedding. That's the first time that I got to be... I've been in many weddings, but that's the first time I got to be in a British wedding. I was an usher, and I ushered people to their seats. And she's like, I really want all the American family to be in my British wedding. And I was like... I'll do whatever you want. I'm like, I don't care what job. She's like, do you mind? I said, no, I don't mind. She's like, well, what type of job do you want? And I looked at my cousin Samantha. I was like, I don't care. Just give me a job. I'm like, I'll do whatever you need. She's like, well, we need some more ushers. I'm like, I can be an usher. She's like, well, bring a suit, John. And I said, oh, I will. I've got a suit. Threw on the suit. I made a little mini vlog about her wedding. It's on Fearsman 26 somewhere. So, yeah. I need to go visit my British grandma and get her some flowers for her grave, because it's been a long time since I went to go visit her. That is a funny power, though. Visions. Larry Tate said, what if Enzo saved a bunch of hamsters that belong... Oh, no. If anything, Larry, Enzo would not save Yakov's hamsters. Yeah. So I appreciate the suggestion, but that's never going to happen. Because I despise Yakov. Let's see here. Oh, thanks for that super chat, Mr. Lantern. 1 million super chat. I can always depend on Lantern for those big chat donations. I appreciate that. Joey says, all right now. Then Fierce Man pulled a Richard Gere. Richard Gere. That name sounds familiar. Hang on. I need a picture to go with a name. It sounds familiar. Hang on. Who's that fucking guy? Richard Gere. Oh, yeah, I know this actor. Yeah. He was in, what's that movie where he's like a young business guy and he turns like that hooker into like a nice proper lady. What is that fucking movie? Don't tell me. I know it. Hang on. It's got that song. I can't fucking... Hang on. Richard Gere movies. I know what the fuck it's called. Hang on. Don't tell me. I know exactly what it is. I have it in my collection. I just can't fucking think of it. What the hell is it? Hang on. Movies. Richard Gere's movies from the 90s. What the hell is it? Pretty Woman. God, that's what it was. That took me forever. Pretty Woman. Pretty Woman. There it is. That took me forever to remember that. I was like, I know the name. I can't fucking remember it. But yeah, God, that took me forever. Vision says, now we're talking, Larry. I mean, Fierce Man pulling a Richard Gere would be pretty awesome. You know, Richard Gere is he's a pretty good actor. She-Hulk to woke for Randy. Well, for a while, Randy Joey got really into She-Hulk. I knew she was a lawyer, but I never knew that she got shot up by a gang because she was doing a court case and the gang didn't like it. So that's pretty cool that they took her origins of being a lawyer and put it in the TV show, because I've never, not once have I ever read a She-Hulk comic. I've read a couple of Bruce Banner Hulk comics, you know, because my dad gave me all of his old comic books. My dad had a bunch of old Superman comics, a bunch of old Batman comics. He had a little bit of Captain America. He had a little bit of Hulk. And one other thing. What was it? Hulk, Batman, Superman, Captain America, and he had... what was the other one? Fantastic Four. He had a couple of Fantastic Four comic books. I still have them. They're in a box somewhere in Missouri. So, yeah. So, yep. Nancy says, enjoy, Randall. Oh, yeah. Randall loves his ice cream. He's been on the show a couple times where he's just eating ice cream. Also, the women were not hot enough. Which film, Visions? Which film were they not hot in? Yo, Heroes, what's up? Good to see you. You've probably been here for a while. I'm trying to catch up with the chat here. Getting ready to see Captain America 4 tonight. Oh, I'm looking forward to it, Heroes. Fucking Red Hulk. Not Green Hulk, a fucking Red Hulk. And the myth. The man. The fucking man's man. He's probably one of the most man's man actor I've ever seen in my life. My dad loved Harrison Ford. Harrison Ford as fucking Red Hulk. Genius. Fucking genius. Amazing. I can't wait to see it myself, Heroes. Let me know. You watch it first. Tell me yay or nay. And if it's yay, I'll definitely go check it out. Oh, yeah. Bring your Red Hulk Chia Pet, LC. That'd be cool. Shout out to all in the chat, LC said. Oh, hell yeah. Well, LC, you have fun. LC's going to go check out the movie at 10 o'clock. Well, that's pretty close because it's 9:35. So have fun, buddy. Enjoy the film. Check it out. Let me know if it's yay or nay. I hope it's a big W. I hope it's the big W. I hope it's the big win. I hope it's very enjoyable because I want to go see it. So, yeah. Lantern going nuts in the chat. I'm not going to read all that, Lantern, because Lantern's going nuts. Let's go, dude. Hell yeah, dudes. Yeah, woo. Da-da-da-da-da. Mm-hmm. Wait a minute, Visions. What did I get a check mark for? I did not lie about anything. Why the check mark? Why the check mark? I did not lie about anything, my friend. So, erase that check mark. I did not lie about anything. I want to know why I got a check mark for. I did not lie. And then you put a dog and a nose and some type of fruit. I don't know what's going on. I hope you're joking, because I did not lie about anything. All right. What's next? Time for a top 10. Oh, Enzo be sniffing crotches. He never has. I'm being honest, Visions. If he has sniffed a crotch, he's never sniffed my crotch. But I can't say if he's never, ever sniffed a crotch. But he's never, to my knowledge, he's never sniffed my crotch. He's never sniffed my crotch, though. He may have sniffed my brother's crotch, but I'm being honest. I don't, if memory's serving me right, I don't think he's ever sniffed my crotch. I don't think so. But he may have. He may have. I honestly don't know. But as far as I know, he's never sniffed mine. All right, time for a top 10. Maybe I just have the effect on dogs. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. I have no idea. I'm not in Portland right now. You may have. That may be your superpower. Or one of your superpowers, buddy. I don't know. All right, top 10 of Fears' favorite presidents. So, yeah. Top 10 favorite presidents. Number 1, I got to give it to Abraham Lincoln. Good old honest Abe. Number 2, John F. Kennedy, because he invented kind of the space program, or said we gotta get somebody on the moon. So, so John F. Kennedy. It's a shame that someone killed him in his car. So John F. Kennedy. I'm gonna go number 3. I'm gonna go with. Let's see who's next. I'm not a crook. I'm not a crook. I'm just joking. That's my Nixon impression. I didn't do anything. I'm not a crook. I'll go with George Washington. Is number 3, George Washington. Ronald Reagan's next, because he was an actor, so Reagan. That's for number 4. Number 5, Obama. I'll put Trump down, because I'll be honest, I misjudged Trump. He's actually getting a lot done. He's actually getting a lot done. Not really his first time as president, but he's getting a lot done his second time as president. So, hopefully he stays in office all 8 years. And I like that he made a new branch of the military, the Space Force. And my friend that I worked on Superman World War, I always forget the guy's name. He's on my Facebook. I forgot his name. He actually switched. He's been in the military, and once he finished his military, whenever I came in, he was at one of the last Toy Man. I bumped into him, and he said, "Hey, Fears, you know how I've been in the military?" And I said, "Yeah." He goes, "Well, I finished my military, and I'm gonna do another I'm gonna do another term." I said, "What, in the Army?" And he said, "No, I'm gonna try something different." And I said, "Oh, I didn't know that you could switch." And he goes, "Yeah, you can switch." He goes, "Once you're done, you can sign up for something else." And I said, "What are you gonna sign up for?" And he goes, "I'm gonna sign up for the Space Force." And I was like, "That's pretty cool, man." I haven't talked to him in a long time, but the last time I talked to him, he said he was going to do it. I don't know if he actually did it. He told me he was. So, and I like that President Trump is going to try. I hope he achieves it. That he's going to try and get either at least one human to land on Mars, if not many humans. I think that's fucking cool. And when NASA was at MegaCon, I got a whole bunch of pictures, and they gave me a shitload of stickers. I said, "Hey, what do you think about the Mars landing?" And he goes, "We're very excited." He goes, "President Trump's backing us," and da-da-da-da-da. And they had representatives at MegaCon from NASA. NASA had their own fucking booth, and it was, you guys will see it in the vlog. Their booth was fucking massive. They were handing out mugs and t-shirts and pins. I didn't go too nuts because I was like, well, I like free, but I don't want to be greedy. I'm like, and take everything. I'm like, other people deserve to get some free shit. I took that little poster thing that I'm gonna frame. I don't know where I'm gonna put it. Here, I'll show it to you. This is really all that I grabbed. They hooked me up with some stickers and Artemis is like their new project. I need to look that up. I forgot. The guy told me what Artemis, that new project, is all about. I think it's a brand new, highly sophisticated, different type of satellite. It's like the new and improved. It's like the best. I think it's a new satellite. I think. I'll have to look it up because I may be wrong, and if I am wrong, I apologize, and I'll look it up. So I got that. Then I'm going to frame this. I thought this was so cool. I'm going to frame this and put it somewhere in my apartment. I thought it was fucking cool. It's got all their upcoming projects, like their new satellite. Eventually, they want to take commercial flights to the moon. And then they've got all of their new rockets that they made. And I was like, oh, that's pretty fucking cool. So I grabbed that. I grabbed those stickers. At first, I wasn't going to grab this. The guy just handed them to me. He grabbed me one, and I said, "Oh, I love NASA. Can I have another one?" He was like, "Yeah, sure." And then this is their Artemis. I'm sorry. This is their new logo for Kennedy Space Center, which is a sticker. So I grabbed that. So yeah, so I'll put Trump down. I hope that Trump does get people to land on Mars, because before my dad died, he was like, "John, you know how I got to see the moon landing?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he goes, "How cool would it be to see somebody land on Mars?" And I don't remember exactly what I said to my dad, but I said something to the effect of, that would be pretty cool. And then he was like, "Well, I hope you get to see that." He goes, "I won't get to see it." Because my dad, it was towards the end, and he was like, "I'm getting real sick." And I was like, "Yeah, I know." But I would love to see that. That would be fucking cool. I've watched the moon landing. I've watched footage of it, but my dad actually got to see it, like when it was actually happening. So my dad's like, "I hope you get to see somebody land on Mars," and that would be fucking cool. Another human being on an actual planet. That'd be fucking sweet. That would be pretty badass. So, for number 6, I'm going to put Trump down. All right, I need 4 more. Let's see. I got Abe Lincoln first, John F. Kennedy, George Washington, Reagan, Obama, Trump. I was going to put Clinton down, but that guy's kind of a scumbag for cheating on his wife. I did not have sexual relations with that woman. It's a vicious lie. So I'm not going to put him down. Let's see, what else? I'll put down George Bush. I'll put both down. George Bush Sr. and George Bush Jr. So I need 2 more. Sadly, I don't know all the presidents' names. I need to look some up. I know most of them, but not all. So I need to refer to Google. Biden, I wasn't really impressed by Biden. He didn't really do jack shit. So yeah, not, and plus he wasn't the most sharpest tool in the shed. So yeah, presidents. Let's look them up. Presidents. Roosevelt. I'll put down Roosevelt. He was a good leader. And then number 10. Let's see. What else? Let's see here. What else? Let's see. I need one more. What else? Well, who's another good one? I've already picked a lot of my favorites. Oh God, hang on. I'm trying to look through all the presidents right now. I'll do Thomas Jefferson. He was our second president. Thomas Jefferson. Oh man. Nothing against Biden, just he was kind of a fucking idiot. You know, and I'm saying that as nicely as I can possibly say it, you know. Kind of an idiot. Didn't do much. And he was too old to be a president. He was like barely functioning towards the end. He almost tripped and fell down Air Force One. There's footage of that. He didn't fall down, but he almost fell. And I was like, dude, it's not rocket science. Put one foot in front of the other. Walk. We learn how to walk when we're babies. I'm like, it's not that big of a deal. So, yeah. Also, before I go on to the next top 10, I forgot to open these and show you guys these. I got these at MegaCon, too. I got some more trading cards for my, it was over there. I put it back in my room. I collect movie and television cards. Like, I've got Knight Rider in there. I've got Bill and Ted trading cards. I've got Kevin Costner's Robin Hood cards in there. I've got Turtles in there. I've got Ghostbusters in there. I've got Star Trek. Now I've got more Star Trek. So let's open these and have a look. I forgot to open these up. So yeah. These were not $5. The guy wanted $5. Fierce talked him down to $2. I said, $5 for trading cards? No. He's like, what are you talking about? I was like, what do you mean, what am I talking about? That's way too high. Too much. And he's like, well, what would you... He goes, what's your price? I'm like, not $5. I'm like, either $1.50 or $2. I tried to get it for $1, and he was like, I said $1, and then he was like, how about I meet you in the middle? $2? I was like, I can do $2. This one was not $8. I got this one down, I think either $5 or $4. This one I can't remember. But this one I got for $2. Let's open these up. So yeah. Vendors fears because they know I will never pay stock price. Ever. Oh yeah, these are cool. Oh shit, the shuttle pod. That's pretty sweet. Old Spock. That's fucking awesome. Behind the scenes with new Spock. Oh, there's him in the transporter. This is my favorite card out of these. All right. These are the old Star Trek Next Generation babies. It smells like the 80s. All right. All right. Ooh. These are like different type of cards. Like you push these out and they're little circle cards. I've never had these circle cards before. That's cool. Well, I will put them in the binder with all the other ones. So we got Gul Dukat, we got Old Picard, we got Geordi, we've got a I don't remember this lady, but she played a Romulan commander, and then we've got Picard battling the Borg, and then we've got a whole bunch of movie props. That's pretty sweet. I like it. I've never seen circle trading cards, but that's cool. Launched edition Star Trek Star Discs. Never heard of Star Discs before. Wow. Wow. Well, there it is. There we go. Good old Pogs. Pogs and Slammers. Oh, I remember, Visions. I'm old. I used to play with Pogs and Slammers. I used to collect all of them. Or as many as I could. So yeah, Nancy says LOL. What's up, Biscuit? He says, hello, Sir Lantern. Cameo Man says, Harrison Ford, he was a good president. Well, he's playing. Isn't he supposed to be the president in the new Captain America, and then he turns into Red Hulk? I actually cannot wait to see Captain America 4, because it's gonna... I'm kind of bummed, because it's not Chris Evans anymore playing Captain America, but it's his buddy, the guy that plays the Falcon. So not only now he's playing two superheroes. He's playing the Falcon, but he's also playing Captain America. So he's double dipping. That's awesome. He's double dipping. Both in Air Force One and Captain America. That's right. I've got Air Force One over there somewhere, Randall. Somewhere in the mountain of Blu-rays. So there we are. He does make a good president. Money spent on space programs, $79 billion. Medical research, $42 billion. Backwards, in my opinion. I know, Nancy. It needs to go forward. They need to spend the millions going forward to actually getting some research done. Because as much research as we know about space, to be honest, we only know a little bit. Is there another galaxy past our galaxy? Is space endless? What's past our galaxy? And the next one is another galaxy and another galaxy and another galaxy. Is there alien life? I truly believe there's alien life. You can't tell me in the universe that animals, plant life, and humans are the only living creatures. Get the hell out of here. There's something else out there. There has to be. God knows what's going on in Area 51. Again, I get it. I understand that in the 40s, oh no, it wasn't a spacecraft. We made a horrible decision. It's a downed weather balloon. Probably people in the 40s couldn't handle it. That's why they had to quickly cover their ass. In 2025, I'm sure people could handle, hey, in the 40s, we're revealing it for the first time. Yes, aliens came to Earth in a spacecraft to check us out. And that's what's going on in Area 51. But the government, I'll probably never find out in my lifetime what really is fucking going on in Area 51. Obviously, I'm like you guys. Fears Man is curious. Would I like to know? Absolutely. Will I ever find out? Probably not. If they ever reveal that shit, it'll be way after I'm dead. Way after I'm dead. So, but I would like to I would like to figure it out, you know. I guarantee you that the government has already either found a spacecraft, you know, like all the debris on that fucking guy's farm or that Roswell shit or whatever, or they found both. The ship, the damaged ship, took it to Area 51, and they recovered dead aliens. Like probably the aliens died whenever the spacecraft hit the ground, because it was probably going real fast. So they probably have both. I guarantee you. I'd bet $100 they have that shit in there, guaranteed. And if I was wrong, I would definitely pay them the $100. I'm like, all right, fair enough. I was wrong. Here's the $100. They'll never tell us though. Again, if it was really just, oh no, there's no alien life in there. That's not a spacecraft. It's just a secret military base where we test new aircraft. Great. Then tell us that. Wow. Okay, cool. Secret government aircrafts. Rad. I get it. You're with the government. You want to keep it all hush hush. You know, that's fine. Then just actually tell us that. And then they think we're idiots. Oh, no. There is no Area 51. It doesn't exist. It's not on a map. Motherfucker, I don't care if it's on a map. Me and my buddy Eric drove past the son of a bitch on the way to Vegas. We saw the sign. Government installation. Do not go beyond this point. Trespassers will be either arrested or shot. It exists. So don't lie to us and say, oh, it doesn't exist. That's a bunch of bullshit. But, you know, it is what it is. Anyway. Those are called POG spheres. Yeah, I remember, Randall. As soon as Vision said it, I was like, oh yeah, I remember that. So at first I thought they were trading cards, but these are POGs. They're, and what it is you would stack all the POGs up, if memory serves me right, you would stack them up, and then you would take the slammer and you'd throw it down, and you would knock the POGs off, however many went off the stack of POGs. I can't remember how you play it, but I remember I was in second grade and I was playing with my friends, and I had this metal slammer that I still have. It's somewhere in a box at home, and it looked like a big coin. It was like that big around, and it had a hand on it for some reason. It was a metal slammer, and you threw down the slammer, and it would hit the POGs, and for however many POGs bounced off the stack and fell on the floor, you got to keep those. I think that's how you played. It's been a long time since I've played. So, yeah. So, yep. You're only 30 years behind the time spheres. Now it's time to get into snap bands. That's not true, Randall. I'm not 30 years behind. Randall, I played with POGs as a kid. So, yeah. Vision says there are museums in Roswell dedicated to stuff like that. Found objects and first-hand accounts of things. That would be a fun trip, Visions, for me to go to Nevada. I've drove through Nevada because you have to drive to Nevada to get to Vegas and shit. But I've never stopped at the Roswell and checked out. I would love to check out all those museums. That would be fucking cool. Cameo Man says, the real question, Fears, is where's the other 50 area? That's true, Randall. Probably underground, some shit. Oh, the Men in Black don't exist. Really? They made a movie about them. There's also a ton of dusty old gift shops about getting probed. Yeah, I don't want to get probed. What the fuck are aliens thinking? Do you mind, Fears, bending over? We need to get a sample. Fuck your sample. You're not anally probing me. Up your ass. You can get that guy's sample. You're not getting my sample. You keep that probe away from my ass. So, we come here in peace. Fuck you, alien. You're not anally probing Fears. No. Nope. Visions didn't say it. Well, yeah, but I know he didn't say it first, Randall. But I read Visions' chat log first, and then I read yours. But yeah. Do you have Alf in Pog form? I don't. I've got Alf in he's up there. He's up there, Joey. I got an action figure of Alf. Oh, wait, where is he? No, he's not over there. He was over there. I moved him up there. He's on my TV shelf at the very top. So I've got Alf only in an action figure. But I don't have him in a Pog. So, yeah. That's what I meant to say, Randall. Quit busting my balls. I said, me and Eric drove from Arizona to Nevada, and we stopped in Vegas. But as we were going to Vegas, we drove right by. Like, Area 51's way over here, and there was a road, a side road, way the fuck over. So we weren't, like, super close to it, but we were on this road way over here, and we were on our way to Vegas. And we drove right past it, and there was this big, massive fence around it, and it was a white building. A massive fence. And I'm driving, and I remember, me and Eric took turns driving, and we were driving in my old Tiburon car, the black one, before I accidentally wrecked it on the way home. You know that twisty, turny road to the mansion? It was covered in ice. I was going like 5 miles an hour, and I went into the ditch, and I somehow got out of the ditch, and then my wheel accidentally went back into the ditch, and then I fucking crashed into the ditch because of the fucking ice. And then that was the end of the Tiburon. But when I still had the Tiburon, we were driving to Vegas, and I looked over and said, "Oh, Eric, there's Area 51." And he was like, "How can you tell?" I said, "Eric, it's the only biggest building, in Nevada that has a massive, like, fence around it." I said, "I guarantee you that's fucking Area 51. And then was a massive sign that said, like, trespassers and da-da-da-da-da and all that crap. I stopped and got a photo as close as I could get to it. You can't get very close because there's signs everywhere, but Eric zoomed in, and I have a photo somewhere. And I'm all like, all doing that shit. So, yeah. Yeah, quit busting my balls, Randall. I'm getting tired. You know what I'm talking about. Most likely they're just testing out new technology. If that's really what it was, Randall, then I would be fine with that. But why all the fucking secrecy? I'm sure it's either one of three things. Either it's just alien technology and there's no testing of, government airplanes and government crafts, or it's both. Their cover is, oh yeah, we're just testing new military aircrafts, and inside the building is all that alien shit. Or there's no alien shit, and they really are just testing new government technology. So it's one of those three. I talked to a military expert, and he said the military gets tech 30 years before stuff gets released to civilians. Imagine having AI in 1995. How cool would that be? That would be pretty cool, Randall. But there's something else going on in that building. What, I don't know. Like, we'll probably never find out, but, there it is. So, yeah. All right. I think that's a good place to stop. I'm getting tired. I need to take a shower because wearing this, I got really hot. I already took a shower, but now I'm starting to sweat, so time for a shower. Let's see. Joey said, what if it's really literally full of alien shit, like different shits aliens have taken? I don't know, Joey. That would be cool and fucking weird. I'd be like, it's one of the greatest discoveries, and you scientists, all you did was retrieve their alien shit and freeze-dried it. I would have been much interested in their technology and their spacecraft and, like, their anatomy, but you have a big collection of their alien shit. Wow. So it would be weird, but also kind of funny and also kind of cool at the same time. But like, well, now we know that aliens exist, but you only collected samples of their shit. What the fuck is wrong with you? So that'd be a little weird, Joey. All right, I'm taking off. I need to make some dinner. I haven't had dinner yet. But I'll try to get up a video as soon as possible. I'm almost done. I got at least 2 more videos of Florida Collectors Con that me and Randall went to coming to the main channel And then I got a brand new vlog coming to Fears Vlogs. Oh, yeah. All right. I'm taking off. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to FearsMan26, Fears Vlogs. Subscribe to my buddy, my pal, Randall, Lord Randall at Cameo Man 2021, and his second channel, The Mayor of Magic. Me and Randall are going to be hanging out on Thursday doing a stream. Follow the Sega Camp Gamer and Wear Camp on YouTube. Follow the Sega Camp Gamer 22 on Twitch. Follow Timmy MC 2010. Follow, and last but certainly not least, follow the fucking legend that is Tommy NC motherfucking 2010. All right, this is Fears. Signing off. Peace. Deuces. I'll see you guys later. All right, bye.